What if I told you it's incredibly easy to be socially smarter than 99% of people? Here's the truth. Most people completely overlook four simple principles that make all the difference in social intelligence. But once you apply them, you'll instantly stand out. In this video, I'll reveal these four powerful principles and show you how to elevate your social skills in any situation. Think about this. How often do you see people dominating conversations, obsessing over what to say next, or wearing social masks to impress others? The problem is, these habits keep them disconnected from the people around them. True social intelligence isn't about being the loudest or most charming person in the room. It's about building trust, connection, and authenticity. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand what makes someone socially intelligent, but you'll also know exactly how to get there yourself. Imagine walking into any conversation and immediately making others feel seen, heard, and respected. With these four principles, active listening, authenticity, keeping your promises, and always speaking the truth, you'll transform the way people perceive you. These aren't just techniques, they're mindset shifts that elevate your interactions and set you apart. Let's break them down and dive into how they work. Principle 1. Practice active listening. The most socially intelligent people aren't the ones who talk the most. They are the ones who listen the best. But here's the catch. Listening is more than just hearing words. It's about being fully present in the moment. Think about the last conversation you had. Were you really paying attention, or were you planning your next response in your head? Most people fall into the trap of thinking about themselves, what they'll say next, how they'll sound, or how they'll appear. But socially intelligent people flip the script. They make the other person the priority. Active listening involves three key actions. Focus your attention completely. Don't let your mind wander. Put your phone down, make eye contact, and give the person your undivided attention. Show you're engaged. Use small verbal cues like, I see, that's interesting, or tell me more. These subtle signs show the other person you're truly present. Ask clarifying questions. When someone says something, follow up with, so, what you're saying is, or can you elaborate on that? This not only shows you're listening, but also deepens the conversation. The result? People feel valued, respected, and understood. And that's what builds trust and connection, two cornerstones of social intelligence. Principle 2, embrace authenticity and vulnerability. Most people wear masks in social settings, trying to project an ideal version of themselves. They focus on appearing confident, successful, or impressive. But here's the secret. Authenticity is magnetic. When you drop the act and allow yourself to be vulnerable, you create a space where genuine connection can flourish. People are drawn to those who are real because authenticity is rare in today's world. For example, imagine someone admitting, I was nervous about coming here tonight, but I'm glad I did. That vulnerability instantly makes them relatable and approachable. It's the courage to say, this is who I am, take it or leave it, that sets socially intelligent people apart. Here's how to practice authenticity. Stop trying to impress. Let go of the need to win approval. Instead, focus on being true to yourself. Share your truth. If you're struggling, admit it. If you're happy, express it. Don't filter your emotions to fit in. Be consistent. Authenticity isn't a one-time act. It's a way of life. Show up as yourself in every interaction. When you're real, you give others permission to be real too. This creates deeper, more meaningful relationships. Principle 3, keep your promises. Here's a harsh truth. Breaking promises destroys trust faster than anything else. Whether it's something as small as showing up late or as big as canceling an important plan, failing to follow through on your word signals to others that they can't rely on you. And without trust, there's no connection. Socially intelligent people understand the weight of their words. When they make a promise, they honor it. This consistency builds their credibility and strengthens their relationships. Think about someone you deeply trust. Chances are they're reliable. They do what they say they'll do, and that reliability makes you respect and value them. Here's how to make this principle work for you. Think before you commit. Don't overpromise. Only say yes to things you can realistically deliver. Follow through every time, even on small commitments like sending a text or attending a meeting. Keep your word. Acknowledge mistakes. If you break a promise, own up to it. Apologize sincerely and make it right. By keeping your promises, you send a clear message. You can trust me. And trust is the foundation of all strong relationships. Principle 4, speak the truth. Honesty is non-negotiable when it comes to social intelligence. But let's be real, telling the truth isn't always easy. Sometimes a lie feels like the simpler option. Here's why it's worth it to stay truthful. Lies might win short-term favor, but they always undermine long-term respect. When people catch on to dishonesty, they lose trust in you. On the other hand, truth-tellers radiate integrity. They are respected because they are consistent and reliable. Speaking the truth strengthens your sense of self-worth and builds unshakable confidence. Here's how to practice this principle. Pause before speaking. Ask yourself, am I being honest right now? Own your mistakes. If you mess up, admit it. People respect those who take responsibility for their actions. Stick to your values. Don't compromise your integrity for convenience or approval. The more honest you are, the more trust you'll build, and the more powerful your relationships will become. These 4 principles, active listening, authenticity, keeping promises, and truth-telling, might seem simple, but they are transformative. When you practice them, people will feel safe, respected, and valued around you. They'll trust you more, open up to you more, and seek out your company. In other words, you'll naturally rise above the 99% of people who don't prioritize these habits. Social intelligence isn't about charm or quick tricks. It's about building real human connections. So, how do you start? It's simple. In your next conversation, be fully present. Put your phone down, make eye contact, and focus on the person in front of you. Take a moment to reflect on your commitments. Are you keeping your promises? Are there things you can follow through on today to rebuild trust? Challenge yourself to share something real. It could be a small vulnerability or a genuine feeling. Authenticity makes you magnetic. And lastly, always speak the truth. Pause before you speak and ensure your words are honest and aligned with your values. When you practice these principles, people will notice the difference. They'll feel more connected to you, trust you more, and seek your presence because you make them feel valued and respected. Social intelligence isn't about perfection. It's about progress. By showing up authentically, listening actively, and keeping your word, you'll stand out as someone people admire and trust.